Hey YouTube. So I was going through my videos. Oh yeah, by the way, this is my second video of the night. I was looking through my old videos and I seen my very first video. It was my suicide, depression, and cutting video, and this kind of like part two to it, but it's my story about bullying. And trust me, it's a long damn story. So if you don't want to hear it, tune out now. Um, let's see. It started when I was in third grade. Um, I'm not sure why I was bullied, and I'm pretty sure no one really ever does. Um, but I want to give everyone out there who is watching this, who's ever been bullied, prompts, because you made it. And no matter what anybody thinks of you, you gotta think of yourself as beautiful, because if you don't, then you're gonna live a very sad life. And I don't want anyone out there to live a very sad life. Because I know that growing up, I was very depressed. Like, very depressed. Like, I didn't have any friends, and if I did, they were my family. Which, there's a difference between having your family friends and then friends, But I think what kept me going all these years was knowing that, one, I had my mom and everybody down in Tennessee who loved me, like my family, and having God. And this may not apply to any people who are atheists, but I want everybody to know that there's always someone out there who cares about you. Even if it feels like there's not, someone does. And I want every morning when you get up out of bed, I want y'all to think of it as like, this is going to be your best day ever. Because if you don't, then you're just going to have a bad day. And nobody wants to have a bad day. And because normally, I get out of bed and I don't want to. I feel like if I get out of bed, something bad's going to happen. And I don't like living like that, waking up in the mornings and feeling like I'm lost and lonely in the world. And that's how I feel most of the time, but I try not to. I try to keep a smile on my face, because knowing that something, even if it doesn't, knowing that something good could happen makes me feel a lot more better. And I think that's what everyone needs to do. Because growing up, being called stuff like fat and ugly, I'm going to tell you right now, I know I'm not fat. And I know I'm not ugly. But still hearing it hurts. And to anybody who out there bullies people, I'm not going to yell at you, but I wanted to let you know that you make people feel really bad. And one day you're going to regret it. Because one day you're going to say something to the wrong person, and either it's going to blow up on you, or they're going to blow up on themselves. And I don't think that anybody ever in this world deserves to feel like they're nothing. Because, like I said, this might not apply to anybody who's atheist or anything, but I'm a Christian myself, and I believe that God put us on this earth for something, for some reason. And to people who aren't atheists, you're on this world for something. You're not just here to live, breathe, and die. You're here to make a statement, make an impact on life. And that's how everybody needs to think of this. Is like, you're here to make an impact. And you know what? One day, when you're, let's say, in their 30s and you have kids, and maybe they get bullied, you will be able to tell them that you made it. That you did it. You were able to find something, do something that made you feel good about yourself. Good enough to live. And I think that's what everybody needs to start doing, is to find something on this earth that makes them feel good about themselves. Because, I honestly, And for a while, all I wanted to do was mope around the house, do nothing, and it didn't get me anywhere. I mean, feeling sorry for yourself doesn't get you anywhere. You gotta feel. And honestly, I don't feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for the people who out there go do that. You know, who bully people. I mean, I feel sorry for them. Because obviously, there is someone out there who did not show them love and compassion and the type of love that they need. And, I mean, growing up, I thought I hated all those people who did wrong to me. But why should I hate them? I mean, because obviously, there was something about themselves that they felt insecure about, and they had no one else to talk to, and so they thought that maybe if they took it out on someone else, they might feel better about themselves, and maybe people might like them. And maybe at the time, people did like them. And maybe at the time it did make them feel better. But one day they're going to realize that you can't get through life like that. And one day they're going to realize that they were wrong. And actually, I've had a couple people who used to bully me growing up apologize. And I mean, I understand we're still in high school and everything, but it was good to at least hear them say sorry. And it felt good for me to be able to say I forgave them. Because going around hating everybody, I think it puts pressure on you. And obviously, it's not good to feel pressure, and it's not good and it's not healthy to feel hatred. I don't think you need to go around and start loving everybody. I mean, no matter if they've done you wrong or anything, and I know that's something really hard to do, and it takes a lot of balls, I think, for someone to forgive. And maybe you can't forget it, because I know I sure as hell will never be able to forgive it. I mean, forget it. But I can at least forgive them. And know in my heart that whatever wrong that they did to me won't matter anymore. And I'm hoping this video helps at least some of you guys, because I understand how rough it is. Trust me, I've been there. You can't even imagine half the stuff I've been through. And I'm here just to tell you guys that no matter what happens or what people say or what people do, it doesn't matter. Because in the next 15 years, you're not going to remember it. You're not going to remember their names, most likely. You'll probably never see their face again. And if you're being bullied right now, I want you to listen to me, and I know this is going to be kind of hard to do or whatever, but I want you to pray. I want you to pray for those people. And maybe try to reach out to them in some way, or ignore them, because you know what? Ignoring them, I know y'all probably heard this a million damn times, but I'm going to tell you, if you ignore them, it's going to piss them off. And, yeah. So that's, my anti-bullying thing again, I guess. Oh, also, don't hurt yourself. You're too beautiful. I mean, you may not feel like you are, but you are. And I understand sometimes it makes you feel better by cutting yourself or hurting yourself. But you're too beautiful to leave marks like that on yourself. And one day, I know it's going to sound kind of depressing, but one day when you have kids, they're going to ask you where those came from. And you're going to have to tell them. You can't lie to your kids like that. You need to tell them that you did that to yourself. And I know that if my kids were to ever ask about any scars I have, I wouldn't want to lie to them. I would tell them the truth. Okay, that's it. I love you guys. Have a good night. I'll probably make a third video, put some poems on here. Haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet, so whatever. I love you guys. Night. Bye.